Yo, what's up? Welcome to another episode of Mostly Low Budget Movie Reviews. I am your host, Clarence. Thank you for tuning in. First off, my apologies. I didn't get much content out last week. I did Him, which is up and live. Definitely go check that out if you want to see my thoughts on that. But I really didn't have enough time to do some things, had some personal things going on. But I am back, and I'm going to be getting this content out. I'll talk more about that at the end. But in today's episode, I have another new horror mystery thriller released in theaters called The Strangers Chapter 2. Now, a little background on this one. They decided to reboot the 2008 original and turn it into a trilogy. The original was this home invasion type movie, and actually it was pretty solid. I mean, these mysterious strangers show up. They do the home invasion thing for apparently no reason. There was this really cool line where she's asking, why are you doing this? And, she simply responds, because you were home. I mean, that's some chilling stuff. I don't recall any kind of demand for a remake or people asking for one, so I just assumed going into Chapter 1 it was a cash grab, and I was 100% correct. The Strangers 1, Chapter 1 is terrible. It hit all the same notes as the original, except it was just worse. Uninspired rehash of the original, I should say. Then it ended differently, though. Small spoiler here, I mean, there was a last girl and she survived, which is different than the original, but I guess so since, they made it into a trilogy and, they hit us with that to be continued. So I was like, well, okay, now they got to explore new territory. They rehashed the old stuff. Now we got to see something new, but I really wasn't sure how they were going to do that since it's such a one-off type situation, but now I was slightly interested. So do they have more story to actually tell, or are they just dragging this one out? So what is this one about? Now, Maya's recovering in the hospital and recounting her tale to the sheriff, who seems strangely uninterested, and I won't get into that little wrinkle. The town is aware that she survived. The killers get word of her survival, and they decide to finish the job. And you know what? That's really just where I'll stop, because that's pretty much the movie. From there, they go to the hospital. She finds herself on the run from these individuals again. And, will she escape and maybe get some answers about why this is happening? So what did the pros think? Well, they came in at a very low and appropriate 16% on 43 reviews, with the audience at a ridiculously high 57% on over 100 ratings on the Rotten scale. Keep in mind, 60% is fresh, so 57% is just crazy to me. But what did I think? Let's get to the positives. Now, the final girl, she's decent enough. Her performance, it was fine. I mean, it did make her stupid and didn't give her a whole lot to do. But like I said, that's more on the script and not on her. So, I'm going to give her a pass for that. Now, it was good to be out of the confines of the house, the home invasion situation, and, see some other locations and see some action and things going on. But yeah, this is terrible. No reason for this movie to exist at all. For a little over 90 minutes, this movie's really boring and just filled with flashbacks for some reason, and not just new flashbacks. I mean, they flash back to the original movie that just came out barely a year ago. We remember what happened. You don't need to flash back and show us anything. I mean, it's pretty basic. There's really no reason to flash back to that stuff. But anyway, spoiler free, the story is so thin. There's a whole sequence where she fights an animal. I mean, like for real. I mean, there's no connection to anything. She's just fighting this animal in the woods. And then they try to connect it with some sort of flashback or something. But by the way, the flashbacks kind of ruin the whole setup. The Strangers, that's the name of the movie. It's mysterious. We don't know why they do what they do. We don't know why she was picked. It's a mystery. They're strangers. Except now, not so much, because with these flashbacks, we flash back to when they were kids and we see some events and things, and it's just generic standard stuff. So I don't know why they would ruin the mystery by trying to explain these strangers. They should have just left it alone and just left them strangers. At least the original, the plot made some sort of sense. So let me get this straight. These people have the run of the town pretty much. They kill indiscriminately whenever they feel like it. They're not careful. They're not master criminals or anything. Just slasher violence out in the open. No one seems to be around or ready to fight back. They're expert shots with the crossbow, apparently. And this place, you would think, that has a history of violence, seems like everyone will be packing or at least have some sort of weapon, or at the very least stop answering the door at night when people are just being killed randomly. But yeah, like I said, this isn't good. I mean, I agree with the pros here and put this right at a 20% on a rotten scale. I did not enjoy this at all. And then they had the nerve, the unmitigated gall to say to be continued and show a completed trailer for the third chapter. I mean, they didn't even have enough material for a second movie. They could have just taken whatever they have in this third movie and squeezed it together, because half the movie, in this case, they didn't do anything. It took a while for it to even get going, and the stuff they showed us didn't matter. And again, there's a good 15 minutes of flashbacks in this. It's only a 90-minute runtime, so yeah. But I get it. Horror costs less to produce. Most horror movies are 10 million or less, somewhere in there, when they make them. And, you know, they, even the bad ones, they double their investment. And I think this one costs like 6 million or something like that, and it made 48, even though, you know, it did very poorly. But 48 million worldwide, it's pretty good on a $6 million budget. So why wouldn't you keep cranking these out? But even if you have disposable income, and you just want to watch something randomly, I'd rather you go and watch Him. At least that one was visually interesting. They had something to say. It just wasn't done very well. I mean, go listen to my review on that one. But yeah, otherwise, just stay home and stream something. There's a plethora of new horror movies that have come out recently, and there's going to be even more coming out next month, which I will be covering extensively. As always, my veterans know, October is my month where I really get into this, because my favorite genre of movie, horror, mystery, thriller, in that range. So definitely be on the lookout for that. With that being said, I'll close it out right here. If it's your first time, don't make it your last. Like, share, subscribe, and all of that good stuff. Definitely go and check out my YouTube channel now as well. Low Budget Movie Reviews with Clarence. I believe I fixed the issue. I saw that they weren't uploading over there, but I think they should start uploading over there again, these podcasts, and also do some other kinds of content over there, movie reviews, breakdowns, some commentary stuff, or at least I'm going to be getting more of that kind of stuff out. So go check out the channel, check out what I do over there if you want the full scope of everything I got going on. I appreciate you guys, and I will see you next time. Peace.